It's important to have membership and procedures. The Governance Committee for decisions about analysis and the use of information to understand director competencies. Greetings to you all and welcome to Manifested E-Learning Platform. The subject is Boardroom Dynamics. Today we'll proceed with the chapter Competencies and Skills of a Board. Competencies and skills. Competencies and skills of the board. We're continuing from where we stopped in our last session. Candidates, we stated in our last session that directorship is a skilled, demanding, and a challenging profession. And that for one to effectively perform the role of a director on a board, one has to possess certain competencies and skills. And if you are listening to me and one of your desires or career objective is to maybe sit on a board, or you already sit on one, by the end of this chapter, you should be able to appreciate and know the kind of competencies and skills that are required for one to sit on a company board. In our last session, we sought to explain director competencies, and our basis is a framework on director competency that was developed by the Institute of Directors in 1903. In our last session, we did indicate that the director competency framework is an important tool for directors and boards because it defines the distinct and wide-ranging competencies required for effective leadership. In our last session, we began to expound some of the various aspects of the framework. I took about an hour to explain the framework. 1 hour was not enough. I had to take a break, and here I am back so that we can proceed with the subtopic, director competencies and skills. Director competencies and skills. Now, candidates, the director competency framework we saw it contains 15 core competencies across 3 dimensions. The first dimension, knowledge. The second dimension, skills. The third dimension, mindset. During the last lesson, we went through all the competencies that are required of a director under the first dimension, that is knowledge. Our today's focus is on the second dimension, which is skills. So candidates, welcome to the lesson. Make sure you have a notebook so that as we go through the dimension, put down notes for your reference. Now, I've said we are going to focus our attention on the second dimension, which is skills. I'll use a mind map for that purpose. It's important to have membership and procedures. The Governance Committee for decisions about analysis and the use of information to understand director competencies